You know I mean business when I take my glasses off.
Uh-oh.
I've been thinking about this. Why are we talking about the Tush Push so much? Why are we so fascinated by this conversation?
Yeah.
Even Tom Pelissero was saying that members of the membership that he's been speaking to, owners of teams, coaches of teams, observers around him at the owners meeting this past week where they voted to ban it but didn't get enough, got close, 2 votes shy of banning it. People were saying, why are we talking about a play that hardly has ever run? And the reason why I think this is such a fascinating conversation is because it runs counter to what the NFL is all about, to want to ban it because you don't have the ability to stop it. And I think most of us feel that those teams, those 22 teams that voted to stop it, did not do it out of concern for pace of play, or it looks ugly, or there was the Commanders made a farce out of it in the NFC Championship game by leaping over the line of scrimmage over and over and over again, to the point where Son of Hockey had to warn them, if you make me pull this car over one more time, I'm going to award a touchdown like I can, kiddos. It's not because of any of that, even though some of them may have that intention. I have been told there are some who have, or the guardians of the game, have been told by members of the medical community who are associated with the game that when you're trying to gain leverage, when you're trying to get low, too many heads are helmets are down, you're asking for trouble. Health and safety, you're asking for it. And because those who are in charge have been so informed, if somebody gets hurt, there's a liability issue. And this is a situation the league has been in. They have been sued for, over the concussion issue and spent a lot of money. Now, there's different reasons why they might have been liable on that front. I understand there are some who said it's a pace of play thing, it's a health and safety thing, but the general sense of the public is that that's just a fig leaf for teams that feel we can't stop it. So we need to legislate it out. And so we're talking about it because the thing we love about the NFL, one of the many, is that the playing surface is leveled with the salary cap. Everybody plays by those same rules, and the teams that win are the ones who are smarter, the ones who are coached better, the ones who are rostered better, the ones who are draft better, the ones who prepare better, the ones who play better, who execute better, and have more heart than you, more want to than you. That's why we win games in the NFL, is because we are going to lace it up, we're going to pad up, we're going to helmet it up, and we are going to get that extra inch because we want it more than you. And the teams that can't stop this play saying, we'll just legislate it out, it's the most anti-NFL stance I could think of. We can't beat it, so let's call a lawyer and legislate it out. Let's come up with the language and let's finish it off, because we can't stand being finished off by it. Because we haven't figured out how to run it ourselves as well as they can run it, and we can't figure out how to stop it, period. So let's just run to our parents and say, fix this, mommy and daddy. That is not the National Football League. The NFL is like, you run that play, we're going to stop it. We're the league of, we don't want you to celebrate, we'll just keep you out of the end zone. That's our stance in the NFL. And those who are trying to just legislate it out, it's very counter to that mantra. And that's why we're talking about it. And we don't like it. That's what I'm thinking about. And the Philadelphia Eagles, they might have prevailed for the moment, and they've got it one more time. Well, you take a look at the teams on their schedule. What's the number of teams on their schedule that voted to keep it or ban it? What's the number you just told me in my ear, Mike Hoskins? There's only one that voted to keep it on their schedule, the Lions. Everybody else in their schedule said they want it out.
I honestly hope.
And so they might use that as a badge. They might use that. I mean, take a look. Everybody on their schedule.
I hope week one they run only that play for the whole first quarter
against the Cowboys.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
Well, I don't think that's going to get anybody staying to watch football games. But I understand why you could technically run it over and over and over again and get 2 or 3 yards and get first downs that way.
It would be so funny, even
saying.
just the opening drive. Like the first play of the season, right, is definitely going to be a tush push, yeah?
But everybody in their division voted to get it out.
Yeah. Haters.
Everybody in their conference voted to get it out on their schedule except for the Detroit Lions week 11. The Packers obviously are on their schedule. They're the ones who are the presenters of the proposal. They were the ones who volunteered for or agreed to be the
right. Or the league
ones to take it.
Them to.
And again, I understand if there are some in the league office who want it out because they have been told by those who are in the know medically, who they trust, that you're asking for it.
Yeah,
and if they have been so informed, there's a liability issue. But I mean, and Tom Pelissero said something along the lines of there's a mechanism for injury in this play, but can't you say that about every snap in the National Football League?
Football.
Yes, every play.
That's why I'm saying when it comes down to it, if you are trying to get it out because you can't stop it, it is the most anti-NFL stance you could come up with. Because this league is built on a bunch of prideful individuals who are smarter than you. That's the beauty of this sport. It's bronze and brains. We can figure out the cap better than you. We can figure out the draft better than you. We can figure out the game plan better than you. We can install it better than you. And we have more talented people who can execute it better than you and want it more than you because we can coach it better than you. It's not like we got the better lawyers. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.